Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Stephanie and I will be your yoga teacher for today. Today is day number 27 and it's all about loving yourself. One of my reasons to show up on the mat every day is to show myself love. So, as always, in all of my series, we will always have a day of self-love, self-acceptance, loving and taking care of ourselves. And today is that day. We are going to start in your most beautiful Tadasana mountain pose. So go ahead and meet me on your mat and your most beautiful mountain. Grounding those feet into the mat. Slight bend in those knees. Neutral pelvis. Roll those shoulder blades back, palms face forward. Crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. And a slight little grin on your face. Dropping in, acknowledging that you have shown up for yourself, to work on yourself, to show your body some love. Taking time for ourselves is never easy, especially if you are a female. Finding the time to do these things can be very difficult. So go ahead, give yourself a pat on the back. You are a freaking rock star. We're going to start with neck rolls. So go ahead and drop that right ear to the right shoulder. Breathing. And then go ahead and take that chin to the chest. And left ear, left shoulder. And chin to chest. Right ear, right shoulder. Maybe taking that right hand near that right ear. Adding a little bit of pressure. Should feel very nice. And release that hand. Chin to chest. Maybe interlace both the hands right behind the neck. Just a little bit of gentle pressure. Making sure that spine is still long, pelvis is still neutral, bend is still in the knees. Just feel great on that upper back. And release those hands. And left ear, left shoulder. Maybe take that left hand near that left ear. Light pressure. And release that left hand. Go ahead and drop back. Stretching all down the front of the neck now. And back to center. Very nice. We're going to take some neck massages. So go ahead, from your ears, just massage these big muscles that come all the way down to these bones right here. So we're just trying to focus on these neck muscles. The reason that we focus on these two muscles is, number one, they don't get much love. We never think about it, and blood flowing through these areas is so crucially important. So if we are sitting at a desk or on our phones or reading a book or whatever may have us in this position, right? These muscles are in charge of this movement. So if we strain to be here all day, screen, whatever it may be, these muscles need love. And I can't think of anyone on this entire planet that couldn't use this. It may feel weird. You may feel real weird right now, but that's okay. You're in your living room. I'm on YouTube. It's okay. We're just rubbing our necks. We're just sending that blood flow. We're just letting our bodies know We are here and we are taking care of us. It is so important. So yeah, I'm glad and I hope that you participated and enjoyed this nice little neck massage for these two big old muscles right here. Go ahead and release those hands. And you're probably at the top of your mat, but if you're not, let's go ahead and come up here. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, we're going to swan dive slowly down into our forward fold. First forward fold of the day. Go ahead and take the feet about shoulder width apart, dropping down here. If you want to interlace opposite elbows and hang, be my guest. If you want to put your hands under your feet, be my guest. Whatever you want to do, just come on here. We're going to be here for just a few inhales and exhales. So just find whatever feels right for you right here. And breathe. We are not holding or clenching the breath. Or any body parts for that matter. So nice. Allow your next inhale to bring you up on our halfway lift. Nice long spine, making sure that the gaze is towards the ground, lengthening through the neck. Exhale, we fold. Plant the hands, step the right foot back, followed by the left foot. We're in our plank here. Just rock forward and back. Forward and back. Forward. And this time we're going to push back into down dog. Yep, first down dog. So I'm going to leave us here for just a few breaths. Go ahead and get a walk. Maybe take your heels to one side, stretching through the side bodies. Once again, finding what feels like love to you and your body in this moment. Maybe you want to take the twist. Maybe you want to just find stillness. Listening to the body talk is so important. Hearing what it's telling us, hearing what it wants. I don't think the body is as confusing as the mind can be. How about you? Maybe you can leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts on that. On your next inhale, we're just going to step that right foot in between the hands, lower down that left knee, and then come up on an inhale for our low lunge. You can keep the hands down. You can interlace them over that knee. Just breathing into that left hip flexor. Making sure that this knee right here is not splaying over that ankle. I don't think I'm ever going to stop saying it. But my knees used to give me big problems because I was doing some things wrong. So I never want you guys to do it wrong. Because it felt okay. Listen to the cues. It's going to push your back. Squared hips here. Little bend in that right leg and the right toes are pointed towards the sky. A little half split action here. So making sure those hips are square. So pulling back on that right leg will help you to make sure they are. And then we just fold to wherever we are. Breathe. Beautiful. Roll forward. Plant both of those hands. Tuck the back feet. And let's step it back. Downward dog. We're going to take vinyasas. We're only doing 2 of them. And they're both going to be very slow. So I want you to articulate when we pull up, coming onto the pointed toes. We feel that action come over, so we round through the spine, coming up and over into plank. Slowly. How slow can you go? How slow can you go? How slow can you go? Dropping those heels back. Fully coming in for our plank. Now, we're just going to push forward. Slow, slow, slow. Lower down chaturanga. Slow. Push up into our upward facing dog. We're going to pause here. Puff that chest up. Suck in as much air as you can. And exhale, downward facing dog. Oh, yeah, so nice. Slow vinyasas are my jam. Go ahead and pick up that left foot and step it in between the hands. Lower down that right knee and allow your inhale to rise you up to our low lunge. Same thing with the hands. They don't have to go up overhead right now. You can interlace them, put them on that left knee. Beautiful. Feeling this in that right hip flexor. Making sure, of course, this knee is not over that ankle. We're not dumping into the hips. Our feet are actively pulling towards each other. It's kind of more like your right knee is actively pulling towards that left foot kind of action here to keep you up. We think length, right? We're not collapsing. We want to be tall and strong yogis, happy, loving our self yogis. Go ahead and push back, half split. So bending that left knee, square that left hip by pulling that back, and then making sure those left feet are flexed. Sending love to that tight area over there on the left. Just imagine that breath caressing that tight muscle. It'll release when it's good and ready. There's nothing we can do to force. We only show up. And one day, all of our efforts will be rewarded. Very nice. Slowly we're going to come forward. Plant the hands and tuck those back feet. And step it back. Downward dog. Slow, slow, slow vinyasa again. So we're articulating as slow as we can. First things is coming up on them toes. We're rolling forward. Slow, slow. How slow can we go? Okay, now we're in plank. Shift forward. Lower down. Slow, 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 slow. Push up, upward facing dog. Breathe in that air. Puff that chest up. And everybody meets back in our extended child's pose. So taking the knees to the outside edges. Bringing those toes to touch. Sending the hips back. Forehead comes down to the mat. Maybe taking your hands in Anjali Mudra, our prayer position, over your head here. Namaste shark fin is what we call this in the yogi world. Just breathe, allowing that breath to come back to its natural rhythm. Thanking yourself here in your private little love cave for showing up. Grateful for the time that you have carved out for yourself. To love yourself, to take care of yourself, and to show yourself that you are important. You are worthy, and you are loved. May all beings be happy and free. Namaste.